standing and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. You could introduce yourself to the jury.
Good afternoon. I'm Detective William Merkley.
I'm going to take those from you, these photographs. Thanks. And Detective, where do you work?
I'm currently employed with the Gwinnett County Police Department.
And what is your position with the police department?
Right now, I'm a detective with the Special Victims Unit.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been with the Special Victims Unit for a year, with Gwinnett County for 5 years.
Besides your 5 years with Gwinnett County Police, do you have any other law enforcement experience?
No, ma'am.
And have the whole time of your 5 years with Gwinnett, have you been post-certified, meaning you have full arrest powers in the state of Georgia?
Yes, that is correct.
And when did you start in Special Victims Unit?
I started in Special Victims in, I believe it was April of 2023.
And before April of 2023, what were you doing for the police department?
I worked 4 years as a uniformed police officer out of our West Precinct.
What area is the West Precinct?
The area covers Norcross, Peachtree Corners, parts of the city of Lilburn, mostly bordering with DeKalb County.
And as a uniformed patrol officer, what were some of your duties?
I would conduct traffic enforcement, respond to calls for service, go out on self-initiated activity, area checks.
When you say self-initiated activity, what does that mean?
Traffic stops, suspicious persons, stopping and talking with local residents, making sure everything is all right, see if they have any concerns.
And specific calls for service, how do you get the information on what calls to go to?
So if it's called for service, a 911 call is placed to our 911 center. The call taker gathers information, relays it to the dispatcher, and the dispatcher will send usually the unit assigned to that area out to respond to the call.
And back on January 27th of 2022, what was your position with the police department then?
I was working still uniform patrol out of West Precinct.
And I know you said the West Precinct. Is there a certain area or neighborhood that you get assigned to, or are you working all that area?
Mostly just that specific precinct. Our area would change from shift to shift.
But you could be anywhere in that full precinct.
Correct.
Moment. And do you recall, did you get dispatched on January 27th, 2022 for a call at the Sterling Glen Apartments?
Was it January 27th? July 27th.
July, my apologies. July 27th. Thank you. So you got dispatched on July 27th of 2022.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know the nature of that call?
That was a theft from a vehicle call.
And Your Honor, this time I'm going to tender a 911 call. We have a certified business record from the Gwinnett County 911 Center, and that is for call number P220800600. That's for Gwinnett County Police Department, case number GP220060902, and that is a certified business record.
What exhibit number? Ms. Meditucci.
27.2 is the business record certification, and 27 is the disc.
Thank you.
No objection, Your Honor.
Yep, that was my next question. All right, 27 and 27.2 are admitted without objection.
Yes, Your Honor. Permission to publish the 911 call?
Yes.
Hello?
County Police, hello.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, can I get an officer? I should have called a 911 emergency. I'm sorry. Can I get an officer just to do an inter and auto report, please?
To do a what report?
Inter and auto.
Okay, what's the address?
It's 3258 Windscape Village Lane in Sterling Glen Apartments.
What apartment is it?
It's E, but I'll be standing outside.
And your name, please, sir?
Miles
What's your last name, Miles?
Bryant.
And what's your phone number you can be reached back on, please?
678-891-8632.
And what kind of vehicle is you got, please?
I'm sorry?
What kind of vehicle do you have?
The truck, black truck.
Did they break the window? How did they get in?
No, ma'am. I think I left my door unlocked.
All right, be patient. We'll get somebody out there as soon as we can. What's the name of the
All right, thank you so much.
complex? What's the name again of the apartment complex?
Sterling Glen.
All right, we'll get them out there as soon as we can, sir.
Thank you.
And Detective Berkeley, that 911 call, is that in reference to the call that you got dispatched to?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
And while you were a patrol officer, did you wear a body-worn camera?
I did wear a body-worn camera.
Can you explain to us how the body-worn cameras work? How do they come on?
So our body-worn cameras have to be manually turned off and turned on and turned off by holding down the center action button. When we go back and review the data, there's a date and time stamp that appears. For some reason, our department has chosen to put the time in UTC time instead of Eastern Standard Time, so there's a 3-hour difference. The time on our body cam shows 3 hours ahead of what the actual time is.
What is UTC time?
I don't remember the exact phrase, but I know that that's what our body cams record in.
I understand that. So is there, do you know to change the time when you look at the time on your body camera based on you knowing it's in UTC time?
I'll know that when I'm reviewing my body camera, I'll know that I'll have to take 3 hours off that time to know that that's the time that timer is recorded.
And do you record every call you go to?
I do, yes.
Is there any way for officers to go in and edit or delete or change that footage?
No, once the body-worn camera is turned on, that footage is stored on evidence.com. The only one who can restrict access to it would be, I believe it's Corporal Ogroski, who runs our body cam unit. Even then, it would just be restricted. It wouldn't be deleted off or edited in any way.
And that day when you went to this call, the 911 call we just heard, were you wearing a body-worn camera?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Have you had an opportunity to review the body cam video that you had on that day?
I did review the body cam.
And I'm showing what's marked that states 27.1. You could take a moment and look at that disc.
Yes, ma'am, this is my body cam.
Are your initials on that?
They are in the top right.
Okay. Did you initial this?
I did.
And you watched the full video?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you watched that video, was it a true and accurate recording of your body-worn camera from that 911 call we just heard?
From the call of service, yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, this time your packet states 27.1.
No objection.
27.1 is admitted without objection.
Your Honor, permission to publish 27.1.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Mr. Bryant.
Y'all probably getting slammed, I'm sorry.
No, you good?
Yeah. And so yesterday, I don't know what time, man. I went running around here. I did a bunch of stuff yesterday, and I came back. I went to the store and everything. I had it at the store, and I came back. I went running everything, and then my girl was finna leave. I was like, I got my wallet. I don't know where my wallet at. so I can't find my wallet. And then this morning, I worked Doorbell. I was getting my dry cleaner. I got to work tonight. And then I looked on my floorboard, and my Glock 19 holster is on the floorboard. And my Glock 19 is always together, you know?
Right.
So, I hate to say it. I think I left my thing. They ain't smashed the window or nothing. I fucked around and left my door unlocked. The biggest, I know, man. I get on people all the time when I take a inner auto report. But I just want to at least put that, on GCIC.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It was in there when you went to the store last night, correct?
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
You know?
I don't know. I looked down this morning and saw my holster. I said, I can't find my wallet. My holster's there. My gun and holster is never separate. We the people conceal holster. If I take it, I take the holster. I don't carry it free. So that's definitely missing. You want me to get a serial number for you real quick?
If you don't mind.
Yeah. Sorry about that. And if you run my tag, I'm a registered owner. I don't have my wallet, so I have my ID on it.
No, that's fine. Do you think your wallet was in the truck as well, or?
I think so, because I didn't. The pants I had on yesterday, I took it in the house, looked through all the grocery bags. I only went in the house, and I came out here and I ran around in there. But I'm the courtesy officer here. And then last night, when my girl got back from, we did something. We came back. I drove around a little bit, and I needed to do patrol anyway. I drove around a little bit, see if I could find it. I didn't see it. It was dark anyway, but.
Okay. Either way, I'll list it in the truck just to say it's out on our report.
Yeah. I don't really care about, the detective stuff like that. I just want to get on GCIC at least. Some person get caught on the side of the road with it,
No, I got you.
Yeah. Y'all getting slammed?
Honestly, no, not really.
West side moving, boy. My lieutenant in the guard is Soto. Lieutenant Soto. She works with y'all on one side. I think she works night.
And everything's just standing on the Jet 5?
Yeah, standard. I got a TLR, I think 7. The little small light on it.
Small light out?
Yeah. That's it though, Jet. No red dot, nothing like that. I don't really care. I have 1,000 guns in there, but
That's fine. No markings, gradings, nothing changed, no backplate?
No, nothing sexy. Nothing sexy.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
And then wallet, anything special about a wallet?
The only thing on it, can you list, at least in the narrative, that I have my military ID in there? Because if I can't find it and it don't come up, I'm going to have to go. They need, they request a police report for military ID.
That's fine. Any debit cards, credit cards?
Yeah, debit card stuff on there. I check and none been used. I've been using my Apple Pay, but none been used.
How many debit cards?
I got Navy Federal debit card, Navy Federal credit card, and Chase debit card.
And then driver's license?
Yeah, military ID. That should be it. And
No cash?
no. If it was like $10, I don't know. A few dollars, it wasn't nothing big.
Trust me, I'm the same way. I don't carry cash on me.
Yeah, I don't carry cash. I carry maybe like $10 just to have cash, but I hate cash. I got the little, it's like a little money clip wallet,
Yeah.
It's like the little card holder with the clip on the end.
Like a generic black, brown, or was it name brand? Black.
Literally black little card holder. Like a little Ridge, like a wannabe Ridge wallet, the cheap version.
Like $10 worth?
Yeah. It wasn't nothing expensive. The main thing is just getting that gun.
Do you remember what you paid for the gun?
Man, I bought this gun so long ago, man. I got the blue label, maybe 300, say. I don't know how much the blue label is nowadays. $399 maybe.
I was gonna say, you out before pandemic, you got a good price on it, because I know they're
Yeah, it was
like.
before. It was a long time. I went up there in Ed's pawn shop over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something up there in what the fuck is that? It's Fargo.
Yeah, no, I got.
County, I think.
Oh, you drove far then?
Huh?
You didn't just go to Davis Gun Room off Beaver
I
Highway?
didn't live over here then.
Oh,
I used to live with Mom. I just really moved over here to get courtesy off the spot.
No, I get that. Yeah, let me get your case card, man. I'll get that put on.
Appreciate it, bro.
And then you think you left it unlocked?
Yeah. They didn't break the window. I had to, if they got it like that, yeah. God. But it had to be when I was moving in and out, because I have a truck right here, and I backed it up right there, ran a little bit, I came out here, sat a little bit. I was just in and out all day, so I had to be somebody to quick, and I think they live in here, Unless it's cuts all through here, like that cut back there. I get kids going to the pool all the time when it's closed.
Oh yeah.
That cut back there leads to like behind that little Hispanic grocery store right there and shit.
Oh yeah. We've had people actually rob the grocery store and come run through here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get calls here all the time, man. I know.
I was gonna say, how long you been a courtesy officer here?
I'll say a few months now.
Few months?
Fairly new. Yeah.
So it's It's decent for the most part. There's good people.
Yeah.
But you will get like, oh, someone's shooting a gun off behind this building.
Yeah, they call all the time. And I be like, I drive through, like, all right, you know. I don't even call it. Y'all be West Side slammed. Like, so working, I text them like, y'all busy? Like, yeah, we getting slammed. I was like, all right, you know, I'm not even gonna grab it. Y'all come patrol with me, you know. So people smoking all over there. Like the pool been closed. I guess the county came out and did an inspection and the levels are off or whatever. So the pool been closed. And I was on the way to work. Day watch and 5:15 of the goddamn morning and people just partying at the pool. I said, it's 5:15. I said, hey, they just take off running, bro. This, you know. But housing market too crazy right now. That's what I want, bro.
Trust me, I get it. I just got my house before everything
For real,
shot
man, y'all
up.
are the luckiest ones. My partner, one of the guys at work did too. He was like, bro, right before the pandemic, I got me one, and I'm glad. As soon as you got it, it risen.
No, it was January last year I got it.
Oh, for real?
It was like mid-pandemic.
Where you stay at?
All the way out in Winder.
Winder? That's not bad. Barrow County?
Barrow County.
Barrow
Everything.
County, Georgia.
Barrow County. Quiet. Land.
Oh, yeah. I want to go to the country, man. I love the country, bro. I hate the city, man.
That's the thing. I used to live out this way. Like I lived out here for the academy, lived out here for 2 years of the patrol. Well, I'm like, I can't do this shit no more. I don't want to walk out my door and say.
I ain't never lived in the country, but I love the country. I'm from South Georgia, man, so, you know.
See, that's the thing. I'm from upstate New York. Everyone's used to be like wide open. Like you don't see your neighbor for a couple of days.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get this done for you, man. I'll get you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man.
You want me to wait here or I'm going to go back inside?
If you want to go back inside for a second, I'm going to get everything typed in, make sure I get everything right.
You report now? Okay, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, you give me the case card. You go today.
I'll get you the case card.
Yeah, you give me the case card for today. Sergeant, actually. He was at the quick trip, you know, right there by the McDonald's.
Yeah, Oak Brook Indian Trail?
Yeah. I was talking to him last night. He was like coming over to the county, man.
Come on, man.
Do my little quick lateral, whatever, from the part of the county.
Yeah, I think it's like a month now.
Yeah. Just more shit. Hey, free bullets, why not, you know? Hey, what really sucks is my department, we just switched ammo. So I put, what's up, man? We just switched ammo, so I put the old ammo we had, they let us have it. So I put 72 fucking great hollow points in there, you know? Like, God. This is all.
Cool, and then the 678 numbers you? This 678 numbers here?
Yep, 678-891-8636.
Cool. Yeah. So that's case call for you. I usually explain it, but I'm pretty sure you understand how everything goes with it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, if you're thinking about coming over, now's a good time. Like they'll put you on the road.
I'm on contract with them, so they said they sent me the mandate, you know. So.
Seriously, if you need anything, hit me up. I'm more than willing to talk to you.
Hey, cool, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Hey, hopefully you find your wallet. It's not actually.
Yeah, I know.
Either way, it's going on there. All right, bro.
Cool, appreciate it, bro.
Hey, take care of yourself.
Detective Merkley, you mentioned that the time on the body cam videos is about, you said 3 or 4 hours? Do you know which one?
I believe I said 3, but looking back, it could be 4.
Okay. I'm going to show you a copy of, if I showed you a copy of the CAD report, would that help refresh your recollection on the timing?
Yes, ma'am.
And tell us what a CAD report is. Does that say the call details for the 911 call?
It does. It lists the individual call number specific to each call that we go to, what units were dispatched, what time they arrived, what time they closed the call, and any information that they entered during the call, including vehicles, persons' identification numbers, people that were ran during the call.
And looking at that, does that help refresh your recollection as to what the time difference is?
Yes, ma'am. It's a 4-hour time difference.
4 hours. And what time were you actually dispatched to this call for this entering on a report?
I was dispatched at 10:41 in the morning. I arrived at 10:57 And then it shows that I closed the call at 11.
Thank you. And who was it that you met with for that report?
I met with Mr. Miles Bryant.
Did he identify to you where he worked?
He stated that he was the courtesy officer and pointed to the door of a marked police car that was parked out front.
What's a courtesy officer do?
A courtesy officer is an officer that works for a department in the state of Georgia. Usually as part of the courtesy officer, they work in partner with the complex they live in for a discount rate that the jobs for the complex could vary. The complex can ask them to close the pool in the summers, lock the gym, do area checks. It's specific to each apartment complex which the courtesy officer lives in.
Your officers, yourself, and other officers at Gwinnett County Police Department work closely with the courtesy officers when you guys respond to calls?
Not in my personal dealings. However, some courtesy officers have called in complaints while away from their apartments.
And did Mr. Bryant tell you what type of vehicle he had that his items were supposedly taken from?
He pointed to a black four-door F-150 backed in right in front of his apartment.
And was he able to tell you when those items were supposedly taken?
He was only able to give me a time frame. He wasn't actually to say when specifically his truck was entered.
I'm sorry?
He wasn't actually able to tell me a specific time. He just gave me a time frame of when he last saw the items in his truck.
Did he report any damage to the vehicle as a broken window or broken door to get into the truck?
No, ma'am, he did not.
Did he say how someone supposedly got into his truck?
He believed that he left his truck unlocked.
And did he say where this happened at?
He stated that it was probably in his apartment complex.
And we heard him say, me and my girl did something. Was he able to tell you where him and his girl were supposedly at?
He did not.
And what did he say was taken from the truck?
He focused on the Glock 19 handgun that he keeps in the passenger side floorboard and a We the People holster. He wasn't sure if he had left his wallet in the truck or if he had just misplaced it.
And the gun, did he say what happened to the holster?
The holster was left in the truck.
And based on your training and experience, your 5 years with Gwinnett County Police Department and carrying a firearm to yourself, is it usual that a gun is taken out of a holster when it's taken?
In my experience dealing with entering auto calls, if someone reports something missing, usually that entire item is taken. People just usually take time to take items out of what they're in. Say if someone reported a purse missing, they wouldn't just be a wallet taken out of, someone would just take the whole bag and go.
So in your experience in dealing with entering autos for taken firearms, is the actual gun and the holster taken?
Usually everything is taken in one piece, yes ma'am.
Did Mr. Bryant tell you about any lights or any other things on his firearm?
He did mention a small weapon light on the front of the firearm.
Was he able to get you a serial number for that gun?
He still had the box that the gun came in and was able to cop the serial number off that box.
Why is that important for you to get the serial number?
The serial number is specific to each gun. If we have a serial number, we can list that specific gun stolen on the Georgia Crime Information Center network, so that if someone does come across that gun later, it can be traced back to its owner and later returned.
We heard on your body cam video something mentioned called a blue label for buying the gun. What is that?
Blue Label it's a program that Glock runs where they offer, I believe it's discounts to law enforcement for purchasing the firearms.
And did he tell you where that holster and gun supposedly were in the truck?
He told me that he always keeps it in the passenger side of his truck.
What about the wallet? Did he tell you where that wallet supposedly was?
I asked him if he thinks he left the wallet in his truck. He said he might have, but he wasn't sure.
Did he tell you what was supposedly in the wallet when it was taken?
I asked him what was in the wallet. It was a couple credit cards, debit cards, his military ID, and his driver's license.
Did he mention any cash?
I asked him cash. He said maybe a couple of dollars, $10 at the most.
Did in your call with Mr. Bryant, he make any statements about how he wanted you to handle or investigate the report?
He stated that he just wanted the gun listed as stolen and that he didn't really want detectives looking into it.
Based on your training and experience with Gwinnett County Police Department, what were your thoughts when you heard that? Is that normal?
I found it a little odd that we had a serial number for specific property that could be returned to him, but he didn't want any follow-up done with this case.
In checking serial numbers as a police officer and running for guns for if they're stolen or not, why is it important for you to keep track of guns?
So when we come across guns on the street, we can run the serial numbers, see if they're stolen. If they do come back as stolen, it'll come back with a hit that shows where it was stolen, how long it had been stolen, and what agency reported stolen. Any follow-up done, we can go back and contact the agency and see what the circumstances were where that gun was taken.
So if this case was, if you had forwarded it on to a detective for follow-up on a missing gun, what would the detective do?
They might have checked local pawn shops. If someone had been found carrying that gun on the street, be it a day later or 10 years later, it still would have come up as stolen, been taken into property, and then follow-up would have been conducted from that point.
So the detective would have actually helped be able to possibly locate if that gun was really stolen.
Possibly, yes, ma'am.
Did you, in fact, take that gun and put it on GCIC, that report?
I did take that report, and I did call GCIC to list the gun as stolen.
Is that normal procedure when you take a report like this?
If we have a serial number, yes, ma'am.
We heard on the video that we watched that Mr. Bryant was asking you for a case number and appeared to be kind of rushing you off. What were your opinions when you saw that?
I didn't really have an opinion. I figured he worked for Doraville. He knew the procedures. He knew how we operated and how we ran investigations, took these reports. So I didn't feel like I needed to explain a lot to him.
Okay. And he talked to you about wanting to actually get a job at Gwinnett County Police Department, correct?
Correct.
Did you ever receive any follow-up calls from him when you offered to help him about getting employment at Gwinnett County?
I did not.
Did you ever receive any calls from Mr. Bryant saying he had found his gun later on?
I had not, no.
Did you ever receive any calls from Mr. Bryant saying he had found his wallet?
No, I did not.
Did you ever receive any calls saying he found his credit cards, his license, or the other items that were supposedly in the wallet?
No, ma'am, I never received another call.
And Detective Merkley, did you later learn if that gun was in fact located?
I did later learn that gun was located.
Where was that gun located?
I was told the gun was found in proximity to where Susana Morales' body was found.
Thank you so much. That's all the questions I have at this time.
I don't have any questions. Thank you, sir.
All right, may we release this witness?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.